ready, General Hospital fans? Explosive secrets, shocking betrayals, and life-changing twists are about to rock Port Charles like never before. It feels like the show is reminding us why we fell in love with these characters in the first place, their flaws, their loyalties, and the messy consequences that follow when good intentions go terribly wrong. As someone who has seen decades of Port Charles drama unfold, I find myself nodding along with the tension building on screen, because this arc is hitting all the right emotional notes without feeling forced. What stands out to me most right now is how Chase has thrown himself into a deeper investigation. He is not the type to let things slide, especially when it involves people he cares about, and watching him slowly piece together the evidence has been satisfying. He is uncovering layers that suggest Willow might actually be innocent of those serious accusations surrounding the accident with Jordan. I have always liked Willow's character. She has grown so much from the young woman who first arrived in town, and seeing her potentially cleared feels like a breath of fresh air. But of course, nothing in General Hospital stays simple for long. Chase's determination is leading straight to a major turning point. One that forces Brook Lynn to face the music in a way that has my heart aching for everyone involved. Brook Lynn has always been one of those fiery, resourceful characters who acts first and thinks later, and this time her actions have snowballed into something much bigger. From what we are seeing, she got tangled up in staging elements of the plan, including leaving the scene of that accident. It may not have been fully intentional at the start. She was probably trying to protect someone or fix a problem in her own impulsive way, but the evidence is mounting. I remember how Brook Lynn has stepped up in the past, especially with her family ties to the Quartermaines, but this feels different. It is a mistake rooted in desperation, and that makes it all the more relatable. We have all made choices we regret, haven't we? Yet on the show, those choices carry such heavy weight, and I am here for every moment of it. The real heartbreak comes when this truth starts to shatter the marriage between Chase and Brook Lynn. They have fought so hard to build something beautiful together, with all the ups and downs that make their relationship compelling. Chase values honesty and justice above almost everything else, so discovering his wife's involvement in creating fake evidence to point the finger at Willow is devastating. I keep thinking about how their wedding and the moments of joy they shared recently now feel so fragile. Will this be the end for them? I doubt. It will be permanent. The show has a way of healing these wounds eventually, but the road ahead looks painful. Brook Lynn's admission is not going to come easy, and I can already picture the confrontation scenes that will leave viewers reaching for tissues. And then there is Jordan. Oh, Jordan has every right to be furious, and the way the story is playing out shows her anger building like a storm. She was the one hurt in that accident after all, and learning that Brook Lynn was behind the cover-up and the false accusations must feel like a betrayal on multiple levels. Jordan has always been a strong, principled character, someone who stands for law and order even when her personal life gets complicated. Her reaction adds such a powerful layer to this plot because it is not just about one mistake, it is about trust being broken in the community. I find myself wondering how Jordan will channel that anger. Will she push for real accountability, or will old friendships and shared history soften the blow? The show does such a wonderful job of showing that even the strongest characters have their breaking points. What fascinates me is how this storyline highlights the differences from past plots we have seen. Remember some of the earlier accidents and cover-ups in Port Charles? They often involved bigger conspiracies with corporate intrigue or long-lost family secrets. This one feels more intimate and personal, centered on human error and the ripple effects on relationships. Brook Lynn did not set out to destroy lives, yet her decision to manufacture evidence against Willow has created this explosive situation. It proves once again that in General Hospital, the smallest lie can unravel years of careful rebuilding. I appreciate how the writers are making us question who we root for here. Is Willow the victim who deserves vindication? Is Brook Lynn redeemable despite her actions? And where does that leave Chase? Caught in the middle? As I sit watching these episodes, I cannot help but feel the heat of what is coming next. Will Chase's investigation fully clear Willow and force Brook Lynn into a public reckoning? How will the Quartermaine family rally or fracture around one of their own? These questions keep me coming back, eager for the next episode. There is something so satisfying about seeing characters face the consequences of their choices while still holding on to hope for forgiveness. Brook Lynn's path looks especially painful right now, with her marriage hanging by a thread and Jordan's justified outrage adding fuel to the fire. Yet I have faith that growth will come from this. Brook Lynn has shown resilience before, and perhaps this will be the catalyst for her to become an even stronger version of herself. One thing I love about being a longtime viewer is how these stories mirror real life in unexpected ways. We all know people who have made impulsive decisions that snowballed, just like Brook Lynn. The difference is that on General Hospital, we get to watch the fallout play out dramatically, with brilliant acting that pulls us right in. The chemistry between Chase and Brook Lynn has always been electric, so seeing it tested like this creates incredible tension. I keep asking myself, can love survive a secret this big? The show seems poised to explore that deeply, and I am excited to see how it unfolds. Jordan's anger is another highlight for me. It feels authentic and earned. She has endured so much over the years, from personal losses to professional battles, and this latest revelation must sting deeply. It is not every day that someone you might have considered an ally turns out to be connected to your pain. This bodes well for some intense scenes ahead, maybe even alliances shifting in surprising ways. I wonder if Jordan will find support from unexpected places as she processes this. The beauty of General Hospital is that no character exists in isolation. Their stories intersect and enrich each other. Looking ahead, this arc has the potential to deliver some of the most memorable moments of the year. The writers are balancing suspense, emotion, and character development beautifully. Chase uncovering the truth step by step feels methodical and true to his detective nature, while Brook Lynn's forced confession adds raw vulnerability. Their marriage standing on the brink is painful to watch, but necessary for growth. And Willow's possible innocence? That could open new doors for her character, perhaps allowing her to focus on other relationships and storylines that have been waiting in the wings. I have to say, this is the kind of storytelling that keeps me passionate about the show after all these decades. It is not afraid to let characters make mistakes, but it also shows the humanity in forgiveness and redemption. Brook Lynn's ending in this chapter might be painful, filled with regret and isolation, but I suspect brighter days are possible if she faces her actions head-on. Viewers like me, who have followed these characters through countless trials, appreciate that depth. It makes the highs so much sweeter when they arrive. There is an undeniable energy in the air right now on General Hospital. Every episode leaves me speculating about what Chase will discover next, how Brook Lynn will handle the exposure, and whether Jordan's fury will lead to lasting changes in Port Charles. Will old grudges resurface, or will new understandings emerge? The show excels at keeping us on the edge of our seats while reminding us why these characters matter. I, for one, cannot wait to see how it all resolves, knowing that the journey will be filled with the heart and drama we have come to expect. As Chase digs deeper and begins to clear Willow's name, the connection between them deepens in ways that cross lines. What starts as shared vulnerability and gratitude slowly sparks into something more intimate. I have always admired Chase's integrity, but even the strongest characters have their breaking points. Seeing him turn to Willow at a moment when his marriage is already cracking feels like the ultimate betrayal of everything he and Brook Lynn built together. It proves just how deeply Brook Lynn's mistakes have damaged their relationship. Her decision to create fake evidence and leave the scene of Jordan's accident was the first crack, but now it is widening into a full collapse. Brook Lynn must be feeling the weight of it all crashing down. Her admission about staging parts of the plan was supposed to be a step toward honesty, yet it has only accelerated her downfall. The guilt, the public scrutiny, and now the fear of losing Chase completely are tearing her apart. I find myself hurting for her even as I shake my head at the choices that led here. Brook Lynn has always been fiery and protective, but this time her impulsiveness has cost her everything she holds dear. Jordan's lingering anger only adds fuel to the fire, as the truth about the cover-up continues to ripple through Port Charles. It is a reminder that one lie can destroy so much. This new development raises so many questions that keep me eager for the next episodes. Will Chase's affair with Willow become a full-blown romance? Or will it remain a moment of weakness he regrets? How will Brook Lynn pick up the pieces of her shattered life and marriage? The show is doing a masterful job of showing the consequences of secrets and poor decisions. and I cannot look away. It feels raw and real, the kind of drama that has kept me watching for decades. In my opinion, this arc highlights how even beloved couples like Chase and Brook Lynn are not immune to real human failings. Their love was beautiful, but trust once broken is hard to rebuild. Willow, now seemingly innocent and drawn closer to Chase, adds another layer of complexity that has me torn. I root for healing, yet I know General Hospital loves to test its characters. Brook Lynn's troubles are mounting fast, and her emotional collapse feels both heartbreaking and necessary for growth.